What? Why stop shit talking now? We're just starting the show. Yeah, no, so I definitely, I want to keep that as like basically the main theme. But I gotta try and, clip that out so we could get it updated for the show. Get a new intro and outro. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But before we get started, to your wife and my wife, we're not talking about you and me actually doing this, but I found an awesome AI song that I know you'll enjoy as well.
In a bar down in Baton Rouge, that'll do anything for a bottle of booze. One night I was drinking with my buddy, and well, she walked on up and introduced herself. She said, "Hey there, fellas, I could use a drink."
And I just sent it to you that way you can check it out later as well.
My first name's Paris and I get around, but I ain't never left this podunk town. Then we took 3 shots and a dozen more, and Paris said, "Boys, let's dance."
Did you see it or not?
She said,
I don't know if I was supposed to look at it now.
So we took her ass to France. We had one in the front and one in the back. He was getting songs, I was tapping her ass high. Power, and then we look like the Eiffel Tower. Put the in her hall and
Dude, when you can dedicate the Eiffel Tower song in AI, it's awesome. You're my fucking hero, people.
Where'd you send it? Instagram?
Messenger.
Oh.
There's a girl in a bar down.
I fucking saw that earlier today. I'm like, you know something? I'm starting off the show with that one.
Wow.
Because why wouldn't I?
Right? We should play the...
That's why I wanted to specify, yeah, we're not talking about us doing this to somebody. What were you going to say now?
It's to say we should play the clip of the trans girl on To Kill Tony.
Oh, I didn't see that. Go ahead.
You did? No, I'm gonna grab it then so I can put it in.
Right. Where was that from?
It must be recent because it just popped up. It's fucking great. It's only a minute. But it's a fucking great minute.
Imagine being able to build.
I have to download it. Hold on.
Oh well, that's different. I thought you had it ready to go.
No, I didn't think about it until it's only gonna take me half a minute.
Oh God.
I know. Talk about something else while I'm fucking doing it.
Well, I was gonna, but I thought you were ready, or I would have already. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. It just dawned on me when you sent me a clip. I saw it in my feed.
Speaking of, it's your neighbor's birthday.
Is it really?
The one that used to do the podcast up the road from you.
So I wish cancer upon that person.
I wish him a happy birthday because I'm a gentleman. It was like, hey, let me be specific here. Hey, hope's everything good. Hey, thanks, man. Hope everything's good, brother.
Which one did you say it to? The
not the slimmer one.
Oh, okay.
The one that needed the ride home.
Ah, douche.
Hey.
I keep seeing the other one in my friend suggestions.
Well, that's just funny.
I know.
One day you're gonna have to show me how to fucking add some stuff, so that way when you're looking for stuff and I have stuff on the side, I'll be ready to fucking with something else that I can put up.
There you go.
Because I just saw something I was going to talk to you about. Actually, a couple things, but now we just got to figure out how to send it to you because it'd be probably a lot easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're suggesting we do prep.
I'm not saying. Well, listen, I thought about that and I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm just saying I thought about that.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's downloading. That will be there in 2 seconds.
Prep isn't necessarily a bad thing, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie Sheen swears by it,
Exactly. He's getting around all these shows everywhere. He doesn't care what fucking show he's on.
Right?
We should try and get him on.
I know. Well,
Can't
how was
hurt.
he when you? I know we kind of mentioned it before, but how was he when you saw him?
He seemed cool. It was a weird situation. Like, let me put it this way: if I would have known that's how that was exactly going to be, I may not have, wanted those tickets for,
Did he just
But I
tell the
like
same
the
stories out of his book?
idea. What's that?
Did he just tell the same stories out of his book?
Not all of them. Like, he had a couple nuances that were there, and I'm like, all right, cool. It's not exactly the same, but I figured it was going to be him talking shit. But he was basically being interviewed up there.
I've seen people do that. I know. I saw William Shatner that one time, and it was the same thing.
I was with you for the Shatner thing.
Right. So you know what I'm talking about, then. Yeah. Remember
that was mostly him talking to people at first.
Yeah. There was another one. I can't remember who it was. That.
Listen, my favorite thing about the Shatner thing is he answered one of my questions while he was up there. That was
That's
my
right.
favorite. What's that?
I remember you saying that you got a question in there.
The trans person, because here's the thing: straight men view trans women the same way they view Taco Bell. They want it when they're drunk. They're ashamed of what it does to their asshole. Dude, I love with straight guys. Sometimes they don't realize I'm trans. You know the name for those type of people? Parted. So sometimes they'll come up to me and they'll be like, yo, can I buy you a drink? And I look them dead in the eyes and I'm just like, nah, man, I'm gay. Get it, man, we ain't done with that fag shit on this show, right? Hell yeah, brother, you get it, man.
That's funny.
Turn that voice off. Oh, I can't.
That was good.
Thank you, guys.
Holy shit.
You know what I'm saying?
She crushed it.
No, that was good. That was funny.
Yeah.
She wasn't bad. I like that.
No, for a minute. I mean, you know how fucking how quick you can lose them in a minute on that show.
Well, no, it's easier to keep them engaged when you are said person they're talking about. When you are the subject matter.
Right. And the
It's
fact
like
that she looks
like, dude, stick with the wife and kids shit. It's never gonna fail for you.
right.
That's why I'm leaning hard into the fucking wife shit, because I know no matter what I do, it's gonna be fucking solid. Because it's relatable.
Yes.
Whether they agree or not, it's gonna be relatable. So it just makes those type of bits that much easier. Speaking of weird bits, you just did that weird show.
Okay. Yes.
I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't a traditional show.
Are we talking about yesterday's show?
It was yesterday?
Are we talking about yesterday's?
Yeah. With the guy that was in The Wire.
Yeah.
Not the one your wife knows.
That guy's dead. That guy died. You know that, right?
Which one?
The prominent black guy in The Wire.
The one that was actually in The Wire, or
Yeah.
the guy that got confused?
Oh. Okay, I'm lost.
All right, never mind. Never mind. I was just gonna. But anyway, so tell me about the gig.
So I got a call last week about actually the week before about to be invited to appear in the Dat Fan and Friends comedy event.
Oh, all right.
I got snowed out last weekend, so I couldn't. They fucking my street used to have the mayor's son living at the end of it, so we would get plowed, and I don't mean like your wife. We would get plowed at 4 a.m. when there was a snowstorm. Now the guy moved out. 9 p.m. It's still not plowed. So I couldn't even get out of my drive. You know, my car's rear-wheel drive. You know.
Yeah.
So that wasn't happening. So I blew that off. Apparently, only 3 people showed up. He does it's a combination Zoom and comedy show in person. He kind of alternates it. And then the comics alternate, and then he alternates them back in to do the hosting, and the hosting consists of his poll. So it's kind of. And we had to run through it before it went on. It's like 30 steps.
Of course.
30 steps. It was one point where they had a host come on and he introduced a host. But at least it wasn't John Hollywood hosting where there was like 900 minutes of shit in between each person.
Right.
It was very, very quick. It took longer to introduce the host than it did for the host to introduce the next comic.
Yeah, that's never a good sign.
I mean, there was 20 people on it, I guess.
Like, if you're going to do something similar to that, you introduce the host and let him tell that story. Because that's his fucking job, is the host.
Yeah. But they had hosts come on that had already done 5 minutes before.
That's just weird.
I wish I had the fucking list. I don't want to put it on the screen, but didn't I send you the list?
You sent me some pictures, yeah.
No, did I send you the fucking list?
I don't remember if that was a part of it. My apologies.
Yeah, it's fine. You'd fucking know if you saw it.
No, I remember you sending me some stuff. But
just check your messenger.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, but
how was it though? Was it good or?
I mean, his setup in his house is pretty good. He's building a whole studio, the whole basement of his house.
Well, you have that one touring comic that was there when a sixth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
He wants to rock the Shaz bar.
Yeah. Let's put it this way: he's got a much nicer setup than you have in your house. It's pretty good, though. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, we could throw.
Listen, mine's not bad when I'm actually preparing to do something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has basically a mini version of the Comedy Cellar in his house.
Well, that's what he's going for, so that just makes sense.
He's got he's got pictures of all the comics around the walls. He's got pictures of him with celebrities.
You on the wall?
What?
He had pictures of you on the wall?
Yeah, not yet, because I just started. I just did the first one, so.
Okay. All right, well, if he does put you up there, that'd be a good thing. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I know, hopefully Carl won't go on there, because, he'll take over the whole fucking thing.
No.
Like at the Comedy Cove, he'll put his own.
It'll be the same pay either way.
Do you remember when fucking Hollywood and Carl put their own pictures up at the Comedy Cove?
Yes.
But
that didn't last long.
That would have been a good video, actually, when the wrecking ball hit his photo on the wall.
See, use your AI powers for that.
Right?
You're missing opportunities. Paul.
I know. I did make a picture of him swinging on the wrecking ball like Miley Cyrus.
There you go.
I did make that.
Speaking of, did you see the video I did today where?
I didn't see one today. I've been fucking busy today doing nothing.
Well, it was my own basically fake Game of Thrones meets Santa.
Oh, I thought I saw what's that 1939 movie? Gone.
Oh yeah, I had that as well. I did that as well.
That's the last one I saw.
Okay, the one I did, I posted after that.
Yeah.
I have a couple more in the chamber ready to go for the week.
You're fatter in those videos, but you look healthier, so it's kind of confusing.
It's weird. No, one of them, the what do you call it? The Colcock whiskey one, I look terrible in.
Right.
The Hanukkah one, I look fucking hot. I would definitely fucking tear my ass up if I saw me in that.
And which app are you using?
Sora.
Okay. So yeah, it's free advert for Sora. If you want to make a video, if anyone watching wants to make a video of Dave Hodge getting fucking gangbanged by 20 black guys,
they don't allow that.
Then we need to try a different app.
I know. I'm trying to find, listen, they're very restrictive. Not a fan, but I'm still trying to figure out what I could use and how I could use it. You know what I mean? Because I want to have some fun with it and get it going. See where I have to go with it.
I can't imagine why they wouldn't let that app do porn. You know what happened? The first time they released that, some dude went on it 1 minute after it was released and put in every fucking horrible piece of shit.
Because they don't allow you to put other people on. So if you set up a scenario and you put in the prompts, it's you, and the only way you get around that is if you're friends with somebody else on the app.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and they approve.
Right. I have a friend of mine. No, I didn't have to approve it, but I'm friends with this one person, and I know him from Jersey City. So he did a video where it was just like the two of us, and it was weird, but I was like, oh, that's different. I enjoy that.
So is there a friends list on there like Facebook? And if you're friends, you're okay, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to play with it. I didn't fuck with that one. I've been fucking with deep fake, I'm sorry, but there's nothing fucking hotter than watching Dua Lipa get railed by some black dude. I'm just saying, that's the deep shit I've been doing.
Only behind my face. Speaking of, so I didn't realize.
Shout out to Blair's ex-girlfriend.
Right. No, so I didn't realize. So the reason they were asking, so the way you have to do is you have to take like a video of yourself
to prove that's you.
Not speaking, just like show your face, move your head left and right, just to show who you are, and then they animate it based off that. Makes sense. I didn't realize that's what they were doing. I just figured it was for verification because I'm an idiot. I wasn't paying attention.
So you didn't give the
perfect. No, it was dark. So there's actually a couple videos where I am darker than anything you've ever seen.
Well, you do get pretty dark in the summer, so it'd probably be all right.
Yeah, you're right. So I can't wait for the summer to put that up there.
Can you like redo your video, or is it one?
Yeah, you redo it every time. Yeah, because I had to redo it a couple times because I was literally coming out as a black guy.
So not far off.
No, but like much darker than I am though.
Like black people.
Like on my TikTok, I'd have a Pink Pony video, Pink Pony Club video I did, and it's literally me as a shirtless black guy dancing around pink unicorns.
I think you sent me one or two that were like pretty, when black guys are like, holy shit, you're black. That's how black you fucking were in that one.
Right. That's how black I looked in that picture. I'm like, oh. And then there was like two other ones where I was like, the one I actually kind of liked the video, but it's supposed to be me as a Minotaur. And it didn't come out right. It was just a black guy's face on the Minotaur. I'm like, that's not me. But then I got a couple of ones like, oh, let me. And somebody's my friend Tony, that he was the one that he's like, that he's the one that I sent that video of me. I'm not sure if you could see it or not. I'm like, oh, that makes more sense now. That it wasn't bright, so now it has a dark version of me on whatever video I'm putting up as myself.
That's funny. Can you get away with blackface if it's AI?
I don't know if that's blackface.
That's what I'm saying. It's not you, so technically you're not, pulling racist bullshit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's what I'm saying though. I don't think it's actually blackface if that happens. It's fucking. I don't know.
Can you make yourself does Sora allow you to make yourself into someone else, or is it goes from your face and that
it goes by my face? But like I said, I have one where I'm a Minotaur. Where it's like half bull, half human. So
I know one of the AI companies. I want to say it was Google. They removed every AI Disney character off of YouTube because they got sued by a bunch of companies because you could type some shit into Google's AI and fucking Disney characters would come out. And they're also trying to tell Disney that they didn't rip off their characters to do the learning process, which is obviously bullshit. If you can type no filter pause Bugs Bunny and it comes right out. Right.
But that's my thing. So, actually, Disney recently partnered with Sora.
Right, Sora's the one that is allowed to do it, but Google said, "Fuck you, we're not paying you." So they had to run some kind of code that went through the whole of YouTube and pulled every. I don't know how successful it was.
No, Google did, yeah. But I'm saying, but Sora has a partnership, and I tried using licensed properties from Disney, and I still couldn't do it. I was a little upset. So I got to wait for somebody else to figure it out. And I'm saying, hey, how'd you do that one?
What did you do? Dave Hodges Pocahontas?
No, as Iron Man.
I think Pocahontas is more realistic.
Actually, no. I didn't say Iron Man, as Tony Stark, which is much cooler.
Oh, so they let you do the non-animated characters as well?
Well, I don't know. They didn't let me do that because even though it was approved, I don't know if they put out who's approved to do what with it yet. So I'm like, well, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, because I mean, even though the guys that played those characters in the movies, they all want a piece of money. Remember the whole lawsuit where people were doing the writing with them? I I know. I mean, like TikTok, they pay like 0.01 of a penny to the music company if you use one of their music songs. So I don't know how it's going to work.
It's probably going to be the same, but still weird.
Yeah, I'm not sure the people that are real actors are going to want their shit in there. But they might have a choice. It might be in the contract with the fucking when you make the movie. Now Disney owns that fucking character.
But the thing is, the new contract that they just did, they had to factor AI into the new contract with the SAG.
Yeah. I thought that was more like if they wanted to use the face to make a sequel.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it covers the stuff like with Crispin Glover and Back to the Future 2. Right. It covers stuff like that, but also other AI enhanced stuff. Like AI like some people are trying to make movies with just AI and AI.
Well, you saw that there's two of them right now, but there was it an actress? They created an actress that is just AI, and now she has a fucking agent, one of the top agents, you know,
which is crazy.
It's gonna get to the point where you fucking, you know, Avatar takes 2-3 years to bang together, right? The Avatar movies.
Not anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking. Yeah.
Well,
you're gonna be able to make a movie.
You saw what happened with Tyler Perry, right?
No.
So he was in the middle of building a studio down in Atlanta, giant studio. He was spending close to a few $100 million to build this. And people were showing him all these AI videos and how you don't need to actually have all these people. Let's just get this done. He's like, yeah, I'm wasting my money building this thing. I'm not going to need all these people eventually.
Yeah, I mean, we've got in Jersey, we've got 3 studios, but, you know, fucking they just broke ground on Netflix and was it Fort Monmouth. And that's one of the things that our good friend Dat Fan was saying. He's saying a lot of actors and comedians from LA are going to move out here because they want to be close to the new studio. I'm not sure how true that is. I don't know. I don't think anyone's going to move. Because, I mean, just living next to that's like me and you. We live next to the building. Doesn't mean we're getting a fucking job. You know, and there's no auditions being held at the Netflix studio that when the shit gets there, they're already making the movie. You know what I mean? It's not an audition.
But you also got to remember, though, the auditions aren't what they used to be either. Like auditions, you're videoing, you're self-taping your own auditions now. You're not going into the city to be in a fucking cattle call anymore.
Yeah, unless you get to the final round, I guess.
Right, and like even that, they're like, yeah, we don't know, because they could just fucking Zoom and talk to you.
I mean, dude, you're literally talking to someone that was in the line for the Sopranos audition. You remember that?
Yeah. How long ago was that?
Oh my god, it's got to be 1999, 2000. You know, right. Was it before the first series or was it after I can't remember when it was.
That was the original series.
I thought it, yeah, and the only person who got hired, wasn't it? No, it was a female character they got. It was either the sister of Tony or the mother-in-law or something.
Oh, the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen to this now. Tyler Perry's studio is not closing. It's fully operational and actively filming new productions. However, as of February 2024, Perry announced that he has put an $800 million studio expansion indefinitely on hold due to concerns over the rapid advancements in AI and video generation tools like OpenAI's Sora. Blah, blah, blah. It's filmed for various movie, TV shows, Netflix series. He halted a major expansion project that would have added 12 new sound stages because it's useless to add all these stages when you don't need that.
Right. Yeah, so the audition for Sopranos was July 22nd, 2000. So that was after the first series was aired. And it was supposed to be for bit parts.
Oh, you're talking about season 1. I keep forgetting you're British.
Yeah, Harrison High School was where it was. I remember lining up, dude. I was about 3 miles into the line.
I believe it.
They had to shut it down. 15,000 people showed up.
It was like the Happy Gilmore 2.
No, way more than that shit.
No, there was like 30,000 people there for that.
Yeah, I don't know why.
That went like 15 blocks and in the building. They held people in like 400-person shifts on who was going to be submitting what their paperwork was.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. And that wasn't that long ago. But that was kind of different, but not really.
I get the emails every day for that. That was one of the ones
Yeah. But that's just, listen, this technology is. I'm embracing it because I mean you're not going to stop it. You know what I mean?
You might as well get the licensing in right off the bat.
Right. But like I like how it's going. Like I have a couple of videos I did with me. So wait. So a couple of videos I tried doing, it wouldn't let me do because it violated their terms of service.
Mm-hmm.
Where I just wanted, me and a bunch of thugs surrounding Santa asking to be removed from the naughty list. Because it was deemed too violent, I was not allowed to put that on the app.
Try, you really want to catch it out? Try and put in an actor's name and it will freak out. Or try putting in a.
I told you, I tried just being Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the only person who got hired from that casting call was Johnny Sack's wife.
Oh, okay.
Remember she was a big lady, right? Remember they made fun of her, and then Johnny Sack got a little bit upset about it.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I even went because it says they were looking for Italian American extras.
Well, you have that Puerto Rican mustache.
Yeah, well, actually, it's just small part actors as well. You know what I mean? So you're not gonna, if you're not talking, how the fuck they even know where you're from?
Right.
I mean, if they look like that dude that you did in your fucking Sorrow video, they're not hiring that guy. Not for that. Not for an Italian American looking restaurant.
Right.
But yeah, it says 15,000 people showed up and the police shut the thing down.
That's just crazy. My uncle wants to know why there's a whole bunch of responses, but he's the only one that's live right now as a viewer. They left the stream. They stopped it and said hello.
Yeah, but the stream also counts all the different places you're putting it.
No, I'm saying, but the main stream that's on my page, he saw.
Oh, okay.
Because if you comment there, it's not going to show up on StreamYard. But if you comment,
because you shared it and the comment is going on your page, not on the thing you shared. So
I didn't share. No, it's streaming to my page. I didn't share it to my page. But because the show page is the main one that I stream to, if you comment there, then those are the ones that I could put up,
right
on the show. But without anybody posting to the show page and just my page, those are not allowed aired.
Yeah, so it says that 12,000 people showed up for Happy Gilmore tour in Morristown. So Sopranos was 15,000. So
all right, I thought it was more than that. I remember them saying some stupid number. It was ridiculous, but yeah.
I mean, 12,000 is fucking dumb as hell anyway. I mean, come on.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm trying to
promote that all over the place.
So my son wound up getting an audition for something else instead of that, but he also got a call back for that.
Well, that's good. Was that GWIC, whatever the fuck company?
Yeah, but he wasn't able to come in for the scene because he got booked to do something else because he was on their list. So the casting company, Grant Whiffley, was the one that was doing the hiring. They're like, all right, we have your information. He's worked for them before. He's done stuff with them before.
I get emails from them every day.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, awesome. He's like, I'll do that. Next thing you know, he got booked for something else. Couldn't do it because they hired him somewhere else. Like, well, you hired me here. I would love to do the Happy Gilmore thing, but
How was the other thing? Was it better, or was it like one of them situations where you get booked on something, you're like, God fucking damn, I wish I'd fucking.
Well, you know what it is. He originally was supposed to be able to do both, but they changed the date for the Happy Gilmore scene that he was going to do.
Oh, so actually at the same day.
Right, and then when they moved it, it was to the day of the other one. He was like, "Well, that just fucking sucks."
Yeah, that blows.
He already committed. He's like, "Well, I already committed to this on that day. I was committed to this on another day." And,
I mean, that famously happened to Jim Norton when Jim Norton was doing Last Comic Standing.
Right.
He had a contract with MTV to fly to some island and do some show where he talked to people, and it was like like 4 or 5 comics talking, and he couldn't. He got basically the conflict with the Last Comic Standing. He had to leave Last Comic Standing,
right?
And of course, the other show went nowhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, I saw a couple of episodes of it, but only because I'm a fan of him.
Speaking of that, so one of the movies he did recently is coming out this week on Thursday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Marty Supreme. So if you come across that, let me know if you get a copy.
Yeah. I'll look. I just saw him on the fucking What's the Cartoon Network nighttime fucking thing?
Who?
Animated. Jim Norton. He was an animated character in a show that just hit on Adult Swim.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of the show though.
It'll come to me. I have to look it up.
Yeah.
But someone just sent me the clip. I mean, I don't watch that. He
I
was
do.
Mothman. He was
I
Mothman in
That's-
Smiling Friends.
Okay.
It wasn't bad.
And if you do get to see that Marty Supreme one, you got to make sure when you look through it, see if you can find, a good clip of somebody.
Do we know what character he was in that?
He was in one of the airport scenes
Oh, okay.
with Timothy. So, or actually maybe two, depending on which cuts they use.
This was
There's Jimmy. There's little Jimmy.
No, not that one. The dude in the bushes. I don't want to play that. That's him right there.
Yeah.
Actually, his voice actually matches the character pretty well.
Well, I buy that. What
What was the name of the other thing?
Which one?
The one your son's in.
Marty Supreme.
Money Supreme. Okay.
So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for me for that one.
Wow, that movie's 2.5 hours long. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It's about ping pong. So you have to have a lot of back and forth.
Oh. Should have recommended fucking Dat Fan for that.
There you go. Why? Yeah. They don't play that in The Wire.
Yeah.
Now you get what I'm talking about, you fuck. I knew the second I texted you, you're like, oh, that asshole.
Yeah. That's funny. Every time you said Marty, I automatically think of Back to the Future.
That'll do it. But was anybody else good on that show, or
There was a couple.
was it?
There's a German copy of that movie already out
Well, that just makes sense.
on a bootleg. Definitely not playing a clip of that on this.
I just need a still, the
And
person I know.
You said it's a train scene?
Airport.
Airport. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't think you need the language there for if you just get a couple of pictures.
Yeah. I remember when Norton was in the Ricky Gervais movie. He was a trans character or a gay character in the street right at the start of it. I don't know if you remember that. He was dressed up in like fucking mesh. Yeah, exactly. But what was funny that I enjoyed was that the Netflix dubs all their movies into 25 languages. So I switched it to French and I sent him a clip of him going, poo poo. It was pretty cool. That was literally the line.
No, wait. So the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the first one, I liked his line in that one.
He stinks and I don't like him.
That's right. He stinks and I don't like him.
Yeah. I remember when they put that on Foundry Music, they may or may not have got that from someone who had a good source. But anyway.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I heard that is a good source.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah. All right, I'll see if I can find that later.
Yeah, man.
But was that a speaking part?
No.
But a principal part, or is it just a crowd of people and I gotta figure it out?
No, principal extra.
Oh, okay.
That's why, he filmed a couple scenes, but it's definitely one or two that should have made the movie.
Yeah, you know what? Don't you hate that? I mean, when I did the Graham Norton show, which is a British talk show, I told everybody about it, and then it didn't appear until I found, got some extra footage from somebody.
Right.
It wasn't on the first airing. And of course, when you tell fucking 200 people you're going to be on it, they cut you out.
Right.
So now I just don't
that's with Shay when he did that movie with Robin Williams.
Dude, I got the Criterion Collection version of that in 4K and I sent it to him. And I don't know. And I even got all the extras because someone told
think that's your hand.
Yeah, exactly. He said there's somebody, but there's no logic to it because somebody said they saw the laser disc and I got all the extras for the laser disc and I sent it to him too. And I don't know if he ever saw himself. It was a little harder. I mean, because he looked a little different from what the picture. He sent me a photo of him like around the time.
Right.
So I don't know if he ever went through what I sent him and if he found it. But some dude called him up and said, I saw you on the fucking extras. So, I mean, he must have been there somewhere.
Right.
Either that or he told the guy he was in the extras and some.
And it just looked like him. That's close enough. That's him.
I saw a guy that I was like, maybe that's him.
Yeah.
But it was also, 20 years ago.
Right. It was 35 years ago almost.
So, but I gave it to him all,
Yeah.
All the Laserdisc extras that guy said he was in, so whatever.
No, I mean, listen, he had a good payday for being there that one day for a couple scenes. Worth it. And I told him years ago, I'm like, listen, worst case scenario, you got paid cutting room floor, you still got paid.
Right. I mean, if John Hollywood can fucking use that fucking credit where, if you fucking freeze frame it, you can basically see him.
Exactly.
I got to find out because his whole brag is he was in the trailer that they play all the time. He was in the trailer. So I wonder if I think a new series just hit. So I don't know if he's in the trailer for that. Are they using the same trailer? But I mean, who checks credits in certain levels of comedy? Who the fuck checks that?
Nobody does on any level.
I would like to see him make it.
I know you've never worked with Gonzo, but he's famous for like bigging up whoever you are. Like, oh yeah, he did HBO a couple years ago.
Yeah. Well, I was on the last show that we did together. I think I was announced as from the Howard Stern show. So.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I was outside. I was there, and may or may not have super glued a bumper sticker to Ronnie the limo driver's car outside Letterman. But does that qualify?
Yes, it does. You were on Howard Stern that day because he said, "Who's the asshole that put the sticker there?" I know who it is. We all know who it is.
You know that the interns at the Howard Stern show are fucking useless when they put the video up and in the background is 400 Opie and Anthony signs.
Right.
Obviously they don't give a shit. So.
No. Why would they?
I remember when I did one of the Assault on the Medias on ABC, the one where we jumped in front and the girl just left us on the air for like 4 or 5 seconds. That video got posted on ABC's fucking website. So I don't know if it's an automated process or if their interns are fucking stupid or both.
Listen, the Yankees World Series championship in '96, I was at the stadium unintentionally harassing the cameraman and the broadcast guy that was there, the sportscaster that was there.
Unintentionally.
He restarted the broadcast at least 6 times because of me personally that I know of.
Oh, so it was a pre-recorded thing, though.
Oh, yeah, well, he was trying to, and they're like, all right, we got to start over. We can't do this. Yeah, they couldn't go live as I'm cursing and throwing beer on them.
Dude, the first one I ever did, I was walking through Times Square, and I saw Fox News there, and it was the Greta Van Susteren, whatever her fucking name is, show.
Right.
Van Strokum. And it was that dude that did all the remotes. I couldn't tell you his name. No clue. I mean, I could show you the video and you might know it. But I was talking to the camera dude for like an hour before that went live. So, yeah, that was and the reporter, and the fucking all you saw is in the video was the same. They're like sound guy, I guess, like come into frame for a second and then change his mind about coming into frame.
Well, that just makes sense.
But yeah, I know one I did when it came back in Tin Falls. I was talking to the woman from another channel, and then as soon as fucking Fox went live, I had a garbage bag with the sign in it. So she thought I was just holding a big ass garbage bag for like no reason. And I said to her, "You're really gonna hate me in a minute." That was literally what I said, and then I barreled into the Fox.
Nice, I like that.
And then the dude that got the air horn in his ear back in the day chased us to the car. We got to the car, and the kid I was with dropped his keys where we did the fucking. He had to go back to get his keys. So pissed we didn't get that video because the dude was banging on the hood of the car. This is why you have to have a dash cam now because
I know
video like that is gold. That would have been funny, but the good old days. But yeah. Yeah, don't brag you're in a movie until you see if you're in it.
Well, I mean, duh. Well, no, I mean, depends. Like, listen, like I said, I would brag about it whether I was they kept me in it or not. If they cut my scene, I'm still good. That doesn't bother me.
I'm talking about when you brag before it comes out to your friends to look out for you. That's
I wouldn't say
what
that.
I'm
I'm
talking.
like, hey, I filmed this movie. Can't wait to see it. And next thing you know, it's like, oh, never mind.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. Like, all right, good example. Men in Black 3, when that first came out, I was bragging, can't wait to see this movie. I'm behind it. I have special reasons I love this movie. And I didn't go too far into it because I don't know, that fucking 8-second scene may or may not be in there. Thankfully it was.
But you didn't go to the point of bragging and explaining it and saying you know blah blah blah. You were like in the middle. You're like, you guys might want to watch this movie.
I told people personally, and then I was like, oh no, you're gonna love this movie, and if you know me, you know why. Because that's who I am.
Yeah.
I emailed you a couple things just now because to look at. Not sure which one you want to go with first, but they're all three are fucking. They're fun tidbits. And I know you're a sick fuck. You're probably gonna like number 3 first, but because I there's a couple things I came across. I'm like, oh, look at that.
God, I fucking hate you too, bro.
I
hate
you told me to email it. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just the fact that you want to put one of these on the stream.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Which one do you want to do first?
Start with the first one.
All right, let me see if I can forget.
That might just be easier. I don't know. Go in order.
Wait. I gotta fucking
God.
Close some gas windows. We have 2 ways of doing it. We can rip the stream and put it into the video play like you know that I do, or I can just do a screenplay.
Do a screenplay.
All right. Which fucking that's
That might just be a hell of a lot easier.
yeah. How you fucking these short videos will not pause. That's the problem. Let's do it.
It's what?
It doesn't when you hit it, it plays automatically. I fucking hate that shit.
That's all right. I don't care about that. You have the ability to pause on your end, right?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. That might just fucking make it easier.
All right. Cindy Crawford, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Gonial angle is too obtuse. She fails all the lip assessments. Her chin projection could also be better.
Whoever
Overall,
this is,
Cindy Crawford is 7.5 out of 10. A model to your face.
his video.
What's that?
That's Gerard. That's Big G's video. Where he's not the one narrating. He's about to rip this video apart.
Right.
And for good reason.
7.5? Cindy Crawford.
Cindy Crawford is
Let me tell you a quick
7.5.
little story. It was October 1998. In the bathroom at these times, they had reading materials, you see, because we didn't have phones. This particular star had a life-changing magazine called Playboy. And the cover of that magazine was none other than Cindy Crawford. And I was freshly 13 and so awestricken. I actually rolled up the...
And you know something? I keep forgetting he's that much younger than us.
Dude, he just said 1998 we didn't have phones. Dude, I had my first cell phone in 1991. I didn't pay
Yeah,
for
but
it.
you're also a fucking tech whore.
Yeah, basically.
Right. But you don't count.
I know. I
The
had a
The
phone.
mass population did not have that.
I think the phone calls were like $4 a minute. Or £4 actually, because I was in England,
Yeah.
but you know.
I remember Saved by the Bell. Fucking Zach Morris had one in 1990. That's not the point. He was running around with the brick.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
he wasn't
the
fucking
first phone I had,
looking
the first phone I had in America was a bag phone.
Yeah, you were telling me you had that.
It's like the same one that is in a car. It actually had a receiver that you pick up and the wire. You know. Let's go back to Gerard.
Oh, I took it down.
And I was able to bring the magazine home to my room, to my domicile, to my lonely embrace. Her beauty was so intense that I would attack myself with callous indifference. I spread more...
He's not spreading any news that's not obvious.
No, but he's saying that it's ridiculous that they would go out there and say she's not hot.
I mean, I haven't seen her recently, but I'm imagining.
Usually that picture from back then.
Yeah.
It's
7.5.
hard to say she wasn't hot 30 years ago.
I would like to see what that guy thinks is a 10.
Right. Well, he was using some scientific measurements, and that's just stupid. You can't base it on that.
That's like the fucking body fat calculator that fucking people use to determine if they're fat.
Exactly.
It's got so little stuff put into it, it's not valid. There's another test whose name I can't remember that has like 4 or 5 more things, like wrist measurements and all this kind of
Yeah,
and it's much more fucking realistic.
When you get a chance, the second one, because it goes into that one if you look at the second one, because that's why I wanted to do this back to back with those two.
All right, do you want more of this one or you want the second one now?
I'll go to the second one because I think we've almost exhausted without really ruining G's video. Because he's right. Whoever said that is a fucking moron. I don't know if you've ever seen these videos with that I sent you, the second one, or seen any of these people discuss this. No. I just happened to come up. They finally started clipping their show. I'm like, oh, now you want to be fucking sane. Because most of their shows are like 5 hours long. I'm like, yeah, it's just a waste of time.
You are a bit delusional. And part of the blame is on society and Disney and all this shit. You've been told that Prince Charming is coming, and you've been sold this lie about what you deserve. You've been sold a lie about...
Hold on a second. So she thinks she's hot and she doesn't ever have to settle because she's just the perfect average woman. And by your own admission, personally, I think by your own admission, if you think you're average, you don't deserve more than average.
She looks like Paris Hilton without the surgery.
Yeah. Let's go back. I don't know about that. Oh, wait.
Settle for somebody that
it's not settling. I don't think it's settling though.
But if I see myself as whatever and I see this partner that I don't think is deserving of me, then in my perspective, I'm settling.
Okay.
I'd rather stay single because I'm pretty happy.
So you might wonder why I asked the looks rating question.
Her face is pretty average, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And I agree with her that she's average. Her demanding to not settle, let's calm the fuck down.
Well, you know what? Is she settling for a 2 when she's a 5? Or is she settling for a 5 when she's a 5?
She should settle for a 5 as a 5. And I'll give her credit. She might be a 6.
I think, do women settle downwards ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. The intern says yes.
I'm just saying, you know, most women are always batting above their number, I would say. At least they're trying to.
We also got to remember that it is the inherent bias of having a vagina. You don't have to settle 90% of the time.
But some of them they settle downwards if the bank account's good.
Right. And is that settling down? Maybe looks wise, not financially.
I wonder if there's a big calculator that you could build, or if it's the internet. There's going to be one.
Well, I've seen videos where allegedly they do that, but that's not the point. The point is think about this, Paul. You've been around the block a few times. You've settled. You've had slump busters.
Yes.
Right. To them, a slump buster is settling for a 5 with $1 million in the bank.
Yeah, I think this chick's
for me is making believe I'm drunk at 2 a.m.
This chick settling is someone on fucking Social Security.
Right. And good for her if she does. Yeah, play that out. I'm sorry. I fucking
question. I do believe that when women think that they're more attractive than they actually are, and this can be caused by a few reasons. It could be just 100% internal self-delusion. You look at a girl's Instagram page, she could be obese. Her friends are all saying, I wish I looked as good as you. Slay queen. You ate. Blah, blah, blah. Women will gas each other up, especially even more so with your unattractive friends. I mean, look, maybe you guys don't believe that there's such thing as...
Dude, how many hot chicks do you know that all of her friends look worse than her? And that the only reason is the obvious.
Right.
They want to be the hot one in the group.
Exactly. That's usually the way it is. That's why whenever you see a group of picture, a picture of a group of women, whoever posted that is the ugly one in the picture.
I also think that doesn't apply at high school, because always at high school, the hot chicks are together, the mean chicks, the mean girls.
Hot in high school.
But then as soon as you get, they're
out. Usually be hot when you're in high school, Paul. I agree with you.
I know, exactly. But
listen, you put teen in front of anything, it's hot.
I think it flips. I think it flips as soon as you start going into nightclubs.
No, it flips as soon as they turn the big 2-5, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah. You want more of this, or you want the next one?
We can do the next one.
All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got.
And yes, 2026, I plan on having a lot more show prep.
Dude, this is 37 minutes long.
But which one is? Oh, no. You don't have to. Just look at the title. Just put it up for the title. And we can talk about it on mute. Because I think it's hysterical. It's subject matter I enjoy a little.
A little.
No. And not in that sense. Did you ever see this show or no?
Yes, this is very big in the Kumia and Stuttering John realm.
Right. They usually rip on Stuttering John. But this episode is, what's it called? Furries reveal their sick kinks, which I think is adorable. Because furries, there's some serious freaks in there. They like to have a good time, is what I'm saying. I muted on my end. I apologize because I didn't want to run into all their shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My baby is a furry. Calm down, people. And you know fucking Shuli, so you know.
Yeah.
But I want to have to ask permission for big upping his show on here because we just wanted to talk about the title mostly.
Fight.
And I didn't watch the whole thing. I saw this. I'm like, yeah, we got to talk about furries.
Do you know where the origin of the whole Dabbleverse and the Dabbler name comes from?
No, do tell.
So Stuttering John told Chrissy Mayer, she asked if he's doing stand-up, and he said he dabbles a bit, and that's where it came from.
Ah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the stupidest name, and until you know. So Chrissy Mayer just started calling him the Dabbler from then on.
All right, I didn't know that she started that.
Yeah, she started it after he said it.
Well, you know what I mean, though.
So now, there's a whole Dabbleverse.
That explains the Dabbleverse.
Yeah,
I knew it had something to do with John. I didn't know where it came from, though.
Yeah, it's from John. It's from John not being a real comedian. He's dabbling.
We knew that like 20 years ago.
Yeah. Do you remember when Vinny
at Governors?
Yeah, remember when the host was better?
Which time?
Every time that guy was on.
Right.
But yeah, so that's
remember the time when Jonesy killed? Exactly. He wasn't there.
Yeah. We know what he should have killed.
Right.
With a harpoon.
But wait. Speaking of, I found some information out, and I'm not going to send you the video because it has nothing to do with anything.
Mm-hmm.
But if I discuss it, I saved it to side because I did want to discuss it. Did you know that blind people are pissed at websites?
I imagine they're pissed at anything you can't look at.
No. So one channel I follow, he's being sued by the Americans with Disability Act's lawyers because blind people can't enjoy his content on the internet. That's actually a thing. And he's like, yeah, he's like, I'm not the only one. There's class action lawsuits from lots of people. And I was like, what? I'm like, that sounds like bullshit. But I'm like, does that mean like your website has to be ADA compliant? And if not, they'll sue you if you have commerce on there. Like, how do you make a website compliant for blind people?
The worst part is Google could bang out an AI app that did that in like fucking 10 minutes.
Yeah, but how do you do that though?
I have no idea how there's fucking 200 disabilities. How the fuck your website would be in the corner of the page like this, and then all the other shit would be the 3/4 of the page.
All right, hold on a second. Examples of websites for visually impaired.
Well, you know, fucking Google Chrome has a thing that reads you the website, right, in audio.
Well, that just makes sense.
You can literally read the web page in Google Chrome.
So then why couldn't you just add that ability to your page like that? Just seems
why
like
bother? Why bother fucking putting the tag together when you can do it in the browser?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know any of that. And I know I wanted to ask you about that because I'm like,
yeah,
what
no,
the hell?
there's stuff in. I want to say Google Chrome. It might be Edge, and I'm just retarded. But one of them literally starts talking every time you go to a page. If you turn it on. But I mean, it's only the blind people that need help when you think about it. Do the deaf people need help with a webpage? No.
True.
And Google and YouTube now fucking it does transcripts. It fucking reads your video and makes a transcript of it on YouTube. You can literally
I've seen that. That's fucking awesome.
Well, apart from when it fucking translates.
True.
It's a best effort. You know what I mean? It ain't 100%, that's for sure.
No, but like,
and it marks off, and Facebook does it too. It blurs out the curse words.
Well, so when I try to download for this show, it gives me the ability. Hey, you want to download the transcript too?
Yeah, that's where I come from. That's called evidence.
Well, that too, but I'm like, no, I don't need the transcript. I know what it said. I think I'm good on that end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
But like, I heard that. I was like, are you fucking like people are being sued because the website's not compliant for blind people. And I'm not saying they shouldn't be included, but let's calm down. And the guy is complaining because he's getting sued. He's like, yeah, this is the newest version of ambulance chasing on the internet. And he's not wrong if that's what they're doing. They'll go out, they'll find somebody like, hey, these people are making money. This site doesn't seem to be compliant. Do you want to make some money and be our client for this? And they hire somebody that says, yeah, I'm pissed off. I can't see that.
Do you know there's overseas companies that register like 20,000 patents a year or even more? And they just sit back until someone fucking invents something and they say, well, we have a patent against that and you owe us money. There's a name for it. It's like, I don't think it's patent. I wish I could remember. It's patent summit. But it basically means they patent some very generic ideas and literally just wait for someone to invent it. And then they say, we had the patent for that 2 years ago.
Well, yeah, but that's why when you invent something, if you're looking to patent it and make money, you go through that search to find it.
If it's fucking worded well enough where you can find it. Like I said, they're so vague, these companies that do it.
Right. Well, but I'm just saying, like, if you're doing that, though, they already have companies where you say, hey, I was looking to do this, and they do the research for you. You pay them to do the background check for the patents and shit on it. It's like, no, there's no patent on this. Thank you. Set it up for you. Because they'll do the search and then put it in for you the second they see there's no other one, which makes sense.
Right.
Which I would enjoy. It's fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, there's one company here, a pharmaceutical company called AbbVie, that filed 215 patents against some medical company. Apple keeps getting fucked. Samsung, it says. Everybody's filing very generic patents that, and just sitting back and waiting for people to fucking invent it.
Well, that just makes sense. I would do that.
If you could think of something original. I'll give you a perfect example, dude. I thought of the idea of live PD, live cops, years and years ago when we didn't have the technology. If I'd have followed the patent, I don't know how it would have fucking, kicked off. Everybody's full of ideas, and then 5 years later, someone does it, and you're like, son of a bitch.
Well, yeah.
I guarantee there's something you thought of years before it happened. Maybe the furry convention.
My dad did that. Like, I was still in the army, and he's like, how come nobody has a fast food idea for salads?
Yeah, now you have Salad
Works. In the army, he goes, Dave, they caught on to me. Salad Works is out there.
And just think, if you'd have followed the patent and worded it right.
Yeah. Or just fucking found some investors and set up a business plan. You can't patent the idea of making salads for people. Every restaurant does that.
Yeah,
like,
but you'd have to be really clever.
No, all you have to do is have a good business model. Say, hey, I want to do these 10 types of salads. Let's go. Do the salad factory.
Yeah.
I'd
rather spend the $300 to follow the patent or whatever it is. Probably more.
Yeah, but you can't patent a certain type of food, is what I'm saying.
No, but you could probably patent the whole concept of the delivery of it.
Not really, because it's all been done already.
Yeah, but back then maybe it hadn't. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, 35 years ago, I might have gotten away with that. Doubt it, because even 35 years ago, restaurants and fast food places had salads. Maybe not a big choice, but they had salads.
Dude, 35 years ago, you could have fucking patented the idea of paying $19 for a cup of coffee.
I did. I called it Starbucks.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking, if you told someone 30, 40 years ago that people are going to pay fucking, $20 for a cup of coffee every single morning, you're out of your fucking mind. People would be fucking losing their shit.
Yeah, think about this, though. At that same time, do you know what was rivaling, what the biggest startup for that was? Seattle's Best Coffee.
Oh, right.
But Starbucks had the better marketing, and they took off, even though Seattle's Best Coffee was alleged to have the better coffee at the time.
Maybe Seattle's Best.
A whole bunch of smaller shops to fucking blow up the market, corner the market. Now it's like, well, we'll buy your shop.
Well, you know what they did? I don't know if Seattle's did it, but Starbucks pushed the franchise.
Right.
The concept of the franchise, along with other, McDonald's did that,
Yeah.
McDonald's couldn't figure out how to make a lot of money. If you watch the documentary or the movie about it, you'll know that McDonald's figured out, we'll sell you the franchise, which is fine. It's $1 million a year or whatever stupid amount of money it is, and we'll lease you the piece of land to put the store on. That they figured out they can make way more money from the lease on the land than even the restaurant. So if you watch the movie, it describes how they own so much fucking real estate.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's fucking genius when you think about it.
It is.
Because I can't remember what the track of the storyline, but I remember they did all the burgers and all that shit, and they're like, shit, we're not making a lot of money on this. Why don't we fucking buy the piece of land and lease it back to the fucking store that's also paying us a franchise fee?
Right.
It's always good to get 20 different angles.
I did just send you another email, but while we're still talking.
Am I playing this or am I just looking at it?
Oh, we're going to play it. We have to play this one. This one is fucking gold.
Oh, I saw. Yeah.
Come on, let's go. We got to get that one up there. How do we not talk about this on the Christmas show to end the year? Is all I'm saying.
I saw this video from a different angle.
Well, if you find a better one, I'm still in. That was
let's see what this fucking one looks like. Do I need the audio? No or yes?
Woman survives camel kick. Which, listen, lots of those mega churches do these like nativity scenes like that, where they bring in all the people for that.
It's always a foreign country that doesn't give a living shit about safety protocols.
That was Houston.
What was that?
That was in Houston.
Was it really?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It was in like fucking.
It's a Texas megachurch. Go back. It was a Texas megachurch where they wanted to have a live nativity scene.
I assumed it was Bethlehem or somewhere.
Yeah, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, exactly. This is the other angle I saw.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she survived the injuries. She's fine. You see it though? He just walked by and just kicked her in the head.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, go. Boom.
That's fine.
Listen, I love a good nativity scene. I love a live nativity scene. I've seen them. I've never seen it where they allowed the camels to start kicking people up.
Well, that's the you see dumb videos of like with horses and shit where people fucking come up behind them and tap them.
Yeah, and they think it's okay to bang them.
They get kicked across the fucking field.
Next thing you know, Mr. Hands is dead.
Yeah, exactly. The video we can't play of the dude getting railed by the horse. Anyway,
right. That's why I'm discussing it instead.
I wonder if we could fucking. We should do a show on Rumble. Does Rumble allow you to play anything you want?
That I'm not sure of, but I do want to start uploading more of our videos there too. Problem I'm having, by the way, speaking of, when Facebook told us they were going to start taking the live videos down, and they never emailed us the copies of the videos, I may have a couple hundred fucking shows that might not be saved now.
Oh yeah, because we only started doing the local copies when we fucking
Right.
no XSplit. We local copied everything, didn't we?
Yeah, but there's some of that in between stuff where I was just saving it on the site and not downloading it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, like, they never sent that to us. Who do we complain to with that?
It's probably too late.
Probably, but I got to ask.
Yeah, I remember when I looked at it, there was 35 files to download of like zip of stuff. I did grab a few, but I think I got everything that we've seen already.
But still, it's like a pain in the ass.
Well, you know what? Before you did XSplit, what did you use? Ustream?
Yeah.
And they're all gone, right? Is Ustream even a thing anymore?
No, they're out of business.
So how did you upload those to Facebook, or you just never did? Or you shared the link and now the link's dead because they're gone?
Yeah, I shared the link.
Yeah. I mean, I may or might not have every episode I was in.
Right. But I have to figure out which ones I still have and not. Because I have a bunch that I never put on YouTube. Because remember, we used to have it saved and then upload it to YouTube.
Right.
Instead of having, where it's automatically there now, like we have.
Mm-hmm.
Which just, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, this just sucks.
You literally have so much video to go through. Do you even have any track of what video number has what guest? Probably not, right?
No, but it doesn't take long when I turn it on to figure it out.
Yeah, because I mean, now you put captions up to kind of give it away.
Right.
But
like even if I didn't, it's like so much easier now to figure it out. Like, think about it. If I turn the video on, I'm like, oh, yeah, I see that's me, fucking Paul Anthony, and Ed Ruffalo. Easy to figure out who it is.
There's a couple of services online where you can batch send your videos, and it gives you a transcript of it, and then you can keyword search it.
Right, then now you're asking for a lot of work done.
I'm just saying, if you want, if you were looking for something
You're not wrong. But like I said, I still have in the next few weeks. That's something I want to do is figure out where I have all these other videos that aren't on YouTube and make sure I have them added there. And then see which ones I have to take care of.
Right. I'm sure all the Ustream ones are AWOL.
What's that?
I'm sure all the Ustream ones are fucking dead and buried. Well, did you download?
I still may have the original copies, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you didn't stream live to Ustream back at the start?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
that was almost 9 years ago.
I know. I understand that. I understand that. So.
I think we did go straight to Ustream, stream live on there.
So I wonder if there's any local copying.
We did, but the only problem is unless you were a Ustream subscriber, which nobody was, you would get commercials throughout the show.
Right, and you wouldn't even know where they're coming up.
No, I couldn't be able to tell you where they were coming up, but I didn't care because I wasn't watching that. I was just putting it up there, and we used to get a lot of views on there.
I remember Ustream when you downloaded the show; it was an FLV flash video.
What the hell does that even mean?
Do you remember old websites with the early videos? You had to install Flash on your computer to fucking watch them.
They were all QuickTime videos, I thought.
No, FLV. Yeah. No, QuickTime. Flash was a big deal until not that long ago. It was just a format that websites used to play, and now they can play anything because the browsers are up to date. But
that's crazy.
Yeah. The reason I know is my dysfunctional podcast shows a lot of the early ones in FLV, and I had to convert them to MP4 before I could upload them to YouTube. But I bet you now you could upload an FLV file and it'd be fine.
I'm like, we all know I'm not that bright,
right? Well, now I'm going to worry about it because the shit goes right up there automatically.
Right. But second, so speaking of The Sopranos, remember the chick that played Christopher's wife or girlfriend or fiance or whatever?
Yeah, I've seen her OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's actually what I was about to bring up.
I'm miles ahead of you on that one.
No, I'm saying I'm not talking about watching. I'm just saying like she just put out in an interview that literally saved her life and career financially.
Oh, that's old news. She told that story a year ago.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but I heard her talk about it, but like, not that she had much on there.
And by the way, you don't. By the way, you don't see nothing on there. Just for the
right. That's what I was told. It wasn't really worth it.
Yeah.
But good for her for getting people to say, "Here, take my money."
I want to say it started during the pandemic. She started that.
Well, that just makes sense.
It was a while ago. It was more than a year, maybe 2 years at least. Because she told that story in an interview, a couple of years ago.
Right. But like that was my first time, like I heard her mention it before, but like I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything come up with it. And I was like, oh, there she is. Okay. Like when that first came out during the pandemic, or when it first became a thing that everybody found out about during that time, there were people.
There's an article. Sorry, there's an article in a British newspaper from February 2024 when she told them that it saved her career.
But I'm saying so.
She said in 5 minutes it paid off a mortgage in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
or it paid a mortgage payment, should I say?
Well, why not? You know how many people it's done that for though?
I want to know how people that made money like that on that show. I don't know. Is it a rich people thing that they think they're going to make the money forever and then it stops and they're living there?
Yeah.
I mean, MC Hammer, I guess, perfect example. He's paying, fucking 85 people.
That's different because he was paying people and lots of people to be a part of it while he had it. He's like, whatever. And he's like, I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm going to fucking blow this up. Let's do it. He's like,
yeah, if he'd have got rid of them 2 months before it fucking blew up, he'd be fine now.
Yeah, but he couldn't have because those were the people that were with him that, on the way up.
I think it just goes back to, it goes back to anyone who's making a ton of money for a certain amount of time. They get into the lifestyle.
Right.
Like say you're making, $4,000 a month, whatever it is you're making after your taxes and shit. And then suddenly you're making $20,000 a month. Me, that 16 grand would be in a CD. I'm not fucking gonna blow it because I was doing one year. I made a ton of money on a website, and I had it for a long time. I didn't fucking touch it, and then of course I invested in the business for my wife. What's that?
Beat Finder.
Yeah, exactly. But I made a lot of money one year on this one website, and I sat on it for a long time.
Right. Well,
now I'm sitting here thinking about retirement. I mean, obviously, you try to do it when you're younger, but as it gets nearer, you start going, "Oh shit."
Yeah. No, but think about it, like if all of a sudden I had double my income, I would live a different lifestyle. I wouldn't be thinking about putting it into CDs and shit because son, don't know how much longer I'm living.
I was talking to Shay. Our good friend Shay, I was talking to him about it, about, what year you take retirement. And I mean, if I take it when I'm 62, it's only paying me $2,000 a month, but if I wait a couple of years more than that, I'm making more. And he's lucky he's in a situation where he said, I'm living now. And I've also got stuff coming in from other places that make it where that money is insignificant. So I'm like, well, good for you. Good for you.
But I have to see what it is lately because I remember at one point the difference between the 62 and 67 for me didn't feel like it was that big.
Yeah, for me it's about $1,000 a month.
Yeah, it's a half a decade extra though. I don't know if I want to do that extra.
Yeah,
like I don't know. I have to see.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know about you, but I can't. I'm not living on $1,900 a month. But I'd rather hang on. The people at my place I work, have some financial advisors in there somewhere. They were saying that a lot of people are working to their 67, but they're taking Social Security at 65, and for 2 years they're investing that money.
That makes sense.
They said that's something they're advising you on, but you got to have the right investment, right? I mean, we all know the stock market is a fucking nightmare.
It's been good lately.
Yeah, and I mean, all I do now is I buy those time funds where you pick a year that you want to cash it out, and they manage it for you. So that's what I'm doing for a lot of it.
My thing is like with the 401k that gets dispersed; it's not just cashed out, right?
You can literally sit on that. I think I'm trying. I don't know how it is at your job, but I think at 60. I know at 59 you can start taking it without a penalty. But some of them, when you hit 65, they convert to IRAs that you independently manage, and you can cash it out into an annuity.
It does it automatically.
I think this 401ks have different rules depending on how your thing is set up. Every company,
Okay.
I don't think it's exactly the same for everybody. I don't. Some of them I know they force you to switch over to your own personal IRA, and then you can buy an annuity or leave it in the same funds.
Shit, if they could let you do that tax free, I would do that immediately. That's a no brainer.
Yeah, but you're paying tax on every piece of money you take out of it.
Not if it goes into a Roth.
No, it doesn't go into a Roth. Roth is after tax. It goes into a regular IRA. It stays pre-tax.
Gotcha.
Stays pre-tax, and then as you cash it out, they say actually that what you should do with any retirement account is you only spend 4% of it a year. That's the math that they come up with. So if you have if you have $100,000, you're only taking out $4,000 a year. You know what I mean? But if you have $500,000, you're taking out $20,000 a year. And you put that $20,000 with the the $24,000 minimum that you're making on your Social Security. Now you're at $4,000 a month, and hopefully by then your mortgage is paid.
Right, that's the goal. Yeah.
The taxes. If you're only making let's just say you're making $4,000 a month. But when you haven't got a mortgage and you're only paying taxes, you're not cruising every fucking every week on it. But $4 or $5,000 a month, you can survive.
Right.
You could sell your house, downsize it, put that money somewhere. You could buy annuities. You buy an annuity for like $500,000-$600,000, and then that thing you can get like $3,000-$4,000 a month off of that.
Yep.
And then if you want to get a little bit less every month, you can actually take an annuity that at the end of the X number of years, your principal is still safe.
Right.
You got there's 3 different kinds of annuities, right? This is one where you get a certain amount a month. There's a second one where if you die, the wife gets some. It continues to your wife. And then the third one is, retaining principal. But the payout is only like $100 less a month to retain it.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
If you want to retain your retirement for your kid, you do that. If you want annuity, some people swear up and down that annuities are garbage. There's lots of opinions on pros and cons. I would definitely talk to someone when it gets to that point.
Right.
But if you take your 401, I know how old you are. If you cash your 401k in right now, you have to pay a 10% fee because you're less than 59. Yeah. You're paying 20% at least probably on the amount you take out.
Right.
So why would you
not do it anytime soon?
You don't put it into a Roth IRA. You transfer it to an IRA where it's still pre-tax, and then you pay the tax as you take each piece of it out each time. And hopefully by the time we're retirement age.
How much do they tax it though?
Whatever your regular tax rate is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the whole concept is if you're paying 20% now, just random percentage, when you're retired, you'll have less income. You're only paying 15%.
Right.
So that's the whole concept. But on the other side of it, if you invested $20,000 and then after X number of years, it's up to $100,000, you're paying taxes on pieces of the 100. Where if you did a Roth IRA, you've only had to pay taxes on the 20 because taxes already happen when you put the money in.
Right.
So IRA is taxed when you take it out. Roth IRA is taxed when you put it in. So it's a gamble. They're getting a lot more money because think about it. If they're getting 15% of 100,000, it's a lot better than 20% of 20,000.
Right.
So, the government acts like they're doing you a favor, but they're actually getting all that extra tax. They're getting tax on your profit. Whereas the Roth IRA, there's no tax on the profit because you tax when you put it in.
But if you're only doing disbursements, they're only getting the tax on a little bit of it.
Yeah. But eventually, once you take the whole lot out, they're getting it all.
Right.
It's just stretched. If you cash your IRA in now, you're going to get whacked for $30,000 out of 100.
Right.
So you're going to get killed. I mean, if you lose your job and your house is on the line, then that's when you fucking take it. But
that's when it's worth it.
Yeah. Even else sell your fucking house.
At my age, at that point, yeah. But yeah,
I mean, I don't know when your mortgage is done, but mine's fucking not far off being finished. So
supposed to be or scheduled to be.
scheduled, because obviously if you pay
I'm-
more,
I'm ahead of that. So yeah.
yeah. So the plan is, it's definitely going to be paid off before I retire. So
Right.
then I'm going to get hit for $1,000 a month in taxes, but it's still better than $3,500 or whatever it is with the mortgage payment and all that other shit.
Right.
Because I always wondered how the fuck do old people afford big houses, and then I realized that they don't have a mortgage.
Right.
I'm just sitting there going,
Makes it fucking easier.
yeah, exactly. Well, then again, who knows what taxes are going to be by then?
That could go so many places. So
Yeah.
so many different ways.
I mean, I'd rather
All right,
downsize and fucking go on some cruises or some shit.
Well, yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. Hold on a second here. I was gonna email you something real quick to close out the show because why not? It's about that time, for a shortened holiday show,
Mm-hmm.
right? Unless you have something else you want to go over.
No, not really.
All right, well, fucking.
Oh, did you see? Before I play that. Oh, good. We're gonna get a copyright strike on that.
Well, I don't want to play the whole thing. It's just I just want to play like about a minute.
Did you watch Jake Paul get his ass kicked?
I did not. How was that?
So for the first 4 or 5 rounds, they danced it around like a bunch of fruitcakes. Kind of like, remember the Conor McGregor, was it Mayweather? Yeah. Remember they danced around and everyone was booing?
Yeah.
So the guy...
But that was every Mayweather fight.
Yeah. But the guy, black guy was in the middle pretty much, and Jake Paul was walking around sticking his tongue at him and shit for like 5 rounds. And then the black dude had enough of it when it hit round 6, and he broke his jaw in 2 places.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's got titanium in his jaw now. They did the surgeries on him. Yeah. Jake Paul. Was Jake Paul in fucking Nickelodeon or something? Or was he just huge? Yeah. What did he do on Nickelodeon?
I think he did both.
Oh, okay. Because when they said that, I had no idea. I thought he was
He was a YouTube kid, but then like as he got older, Nickelodeon picked him up.
What was the show?
I don't fucking know.
Did he do it with his brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so. I could be wrong. I don't fucking pay that close attention, but I know.
Dude, his brother talked so much trash during the fight.
That makes sense.
So
That's
much
trash.
He was heckling the black dude about 10 seconds before he caved his face in.
Love it.
But every time, because it got to the point where Jake Paul, I don't remember how many times he got knocked down. It might have been 4. 3 or 4 times he got knocked down in that last round. And then when he actually got his head caved in, he gave that face like, oh my God, I'm a dick. It was like this. He was totally convinced he was winning that fight.
Well, you have to be. You can't go into a fight like that if you don't think you're gonna. If you know you're gonna lose, you have to know that you have a shot at being okay at least.
I think the biggest one with that fight, and the reason I don't know, people have speculated that they wanted the fight to last more than the first round, so they danced around like for 3-4 rounds at least.
Right.
But they got equal purses.
Right. So it's not that.
But what I'm saying is, why would they have equal purses? If there's a big article,
more fixed than it is.
Yeah, but they're saying there's a big article I read where they're saying, oh my God, he made 60 million or whatever it was, but he's gonna have to pay 20 million in taxes, and everybody's like, oh my God, I feel so bad for him. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, if they made the winner 100 and the loser 50, that fight would have been done in fucking 15 seconds.
No. Yeah. They would, because they still want people to get their money's worth. They would have gone at least 3 rounds.
Yeah. Well, the dude from England.
See, I don't know, Paul. I don't know if you remember Mike Tyson fights back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Like
people were disappointed.
Right, but that was the big hype fight. Like every 6 months to a year, it'd be like, oh the Tyson fight. I can't wait for that one, and it would be like $80 for the pay-per-view. And
people went to the movie theaters. Remember that was one of the first movie theaters.
That too. I remember that for the first WrestleMania.
Imagine you go for popcorn. And you come back and the fucking fight's over.
By the time you got back, the fight's over.
Right.
And shows the interview.
But I think
me and Tracy were watching Good Times the other night.
Of course you were.
And they brought JJ brings up the guy looking like Leon Spinks, and with a bad smile, and I'm fucking cackling. She has no idea what I'm like. You don't remember Leon Spinks?
Mm-hmm.
He was world heavyweight champion. Also got his teeth punched out more than once. Right. So even though he had the money, he just never got him put back in. He's like, yeah, whatever. And then his little brother fought Tyson. 90 seconds, done.
Right. I wonder if the reason that it went longer was you remember the Mayweather fucking Conor McGregor fight? Do you remember Mayweather just kind of hung back and let McGregor burn himself out?
The same thing happened in that fight.
Yes, I wonder if Jake Paul went out there all fucking hyped up, and I think the other dude just fucking knew that he was going to go fucking apeshit for 3 rounds. By the way, I think if I remember the stats, 1 round there was 1 punch. That is how fucking awful the first 3-4 rounds were. It was like one guy had 7 punches thrown, I think it was, and 1 connect for the whole round.
That is not good.
That's how bad it was, bro. It was fucking the first 3. I'm just sitting there going, thank God I didn't pay $80 for a pay-per-view for this. I just turned Netflix on.
Well, that's why it's on Netflix. You can't do that with pay-per-view no more. Pay-per-view, that doesn't make money anymore.
Well, there's no UFC pay-per-view anymore, right?
Right.
Because fucking Paramount Plus.
It's like paying for porn nowadays.
Paramount Plus paid to show every UFC fight for, I don't know if it's more than 1 year, but so now every fight is UFC. There's no pay-per-views, no nothing. It's all on
the year before that, you know who had that? ESPN.
But didn't ESPN just have like the weekly shows that still had the UFC 200 was still on pay-per-view? I think it was on ESPN Plus, which was pay-per-view. The actual big, the fights with the numbers on them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but no, they all had the numbers on them, but when they had the big events, they would put it on the Plus, which so many people get that anyway as part of their subscription.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to watch it on the British Telecom channel in England because I'm not paying for that.
That makes sense.
When pay-per-view is $140 fucking dollars for something fucking stupid like that, you're like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, I'd rather not watch it. I
remember when pay-per-views were $20 and half your family would come to the house and we'd all put in $1. You remember? Yeah. And then it started to be $70, $80.
That's what I said. That was the whole Tyson thing. That was the Tyson effect. Because the pay-per-views went from being $20, $25 to being $75, $85.
And the amount of time the fight lasted went the other way.
Right. Which is why they had to hype up all the undercards.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you remember Butterbean.
Yes. I met him. I met him at Twitchell's house. Remember Twitchell's from
Yeah. But think about it, though. Like, you had to have the Butterbean fight on earlier, or else nobody was watching anything. Because it wouldn't be worth getting the pay-per-view if you didn't have 3 other good fights beforehand.
Twitchell's birthday party, he had Butterbean and he had Jimmy Snuka come to his house, and they put a boxing thing in the backyard of his house.
Love it. Yeah. I love Snuka.
Yeah. Is he alive still?
I don't think. No, I think he died recently.
I was gonna say one of them did. Wasn't Butterbean the same guy that they took out in Jackass and they had a boxing match in a clothing store?
Yeah. Snuka died in 2017.
Yeah, I'm sure. I remember seeing one of their names. Yeah. Butterbean. Is Butterbean still around?
I don't know.
But
just check it out.
I can't think of anything that I
would
pay.
Butterbean's still alive.
And Jimmy Snuka's not. Do the math. There's no logic to that. But I can't think of anything. What was the last pay-per-view you paid for?
WrestleMania 3.
So that was what, $19.99?
So I never paid for it.
But it was not probably $20, right? It wasn't fucking $80.
Yeah. And that was the last one for me because at the time, I don't know if you remember it or not, it was billed as Roddy Piper's retirement match.
Oh, all right, but he came back 9 more times?
Right. But I was like, all right. But I stopped watching after that. I was like, all right, I was in high school. I had better things to think about in my life.
I'm trying to think of any pay-per-view I ever paid for.
Well, knowing you, no.
All right, let me rephrase this. I watched a lot of pay-per-view.
Right, I know that.
Yeah, I watched a lot of UFC and Howard Stern's New Year's Rotten Eve.
No, last thing I watched Howard Stern was on Channel 9.
Yeah. He had that thing in Newark, New Jersey. Remember this pay-per-view?
No,
New Year's Rotten Eve, it was called. I think it was 90.
I'm not paying for him. And
No,
even when
I'm not saying I
liked him,
paid for it.
like when I was a big fan of Howard, I wasn't doing it. That's just who I am.
1994, Howard Stern's New Year's Rotten Eve pay-per-view.
Okay. Like
Live from
that's
shitty
why I
music.
actually went somewhere where he was live, and it was an accident. It was in '93 with the book release.
I know he made.
I happened to be in Philly, not realizing that he was going to be there. I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" They're like, "Oh, that's the Howard Stern thing." I'm like, "Really?" And I walked over. I'm like, "All right, let's go."
I was in Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard. You know, not the.
Nutley?
Not, yeah. And I was
How
by.
long were you inside of him? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was right down the street from the theater where they have that like mall with the big tall fucking staircases and shit.
Yeah.
And I walked out. I can't remember what year this was. It must have been was it the 90s or early something. I walked out and there was like a decent sized crowd out there, and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was Ryan Seacrest and Janet Jackson was walking around singing right in front of us.
Nice.
So they're just talking about being in random places when shit happened.
When I was there with David like 10 years ago, and I forget who was there. I was like, "Wait, what's that down there?" I'm like, "Oh shit, that's cool." And I don't even remember who it was. I'm like, but I remember at the time going, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, it was Janet Jackson singing and some other people I couldn't even tell you. I still have a VHS tape from 8mm videotape from it because I'm like, who the fuck, you know? It was kind of cool. Everybody had wristbands and we just walked in anyway.
Right.
You know, because
Because it's a public place.
Yeah. Well, they had it all cordoned into little sections, you know.
Right.
Whatever. I can see myself. I can see my hand on the VHS tape. Whatever. But I remember I was in New York City in Times Square, and fucking shit. Who the last dude that talked to the son of fucking Rob Reiner? What's his fucking name?
That was his sister.
No, it was a party the night before, and he was Bill Hader. Bill Hader got into an argument with him.
Oh yeah.
So Bill Hader and who's the other guy? Fred Armisen. So Fred Armisen and Bill Hader walk out of the Viacom building in Times Square years ago. This is when fucking cell phone pictures were fucking horrible, and all these girls were like taking pictures with him,
right?
But not enough to make, you know, it wasn't Michael Jackson walking out, you know. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, if they're taking pictures with him, they must be somebody. So I took a picture,
right?
And then, you know, now they're fucking massive. But
and who was it?
Bill Hader and Fred Armisen from SNL.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I had no idea who they were. I just saw people going, "Oh my god!" So I'm like, "All right, must be someone." So
I like Bill Hader. He's cool.
I saw Steve Carell. They were filming The Office outside in, you know, where the ice rink is over by the buildings over there.
Okay,
and they had security and shit, and they shouted "cut," and I just ran into the shot and took a picture with him because I didn't give a fuck what they're gonna do.
Exactly.
You know. But yeah, that's about the only people I've been in a random place and seen.
No, so Danny Aiello, I used to see him all the time over at a place in Seacrook. It's called Stadium Cafe. It's at like 3 different names since then.
Mm-hmm.
But he used to be in there all the time, like on a Friday, Saturday night. And he's like, "Hey, how are you?" Just talking to everybody because everybody knows who he is. And I would always walk in, "Danny, how you been?" And he turned around the one time and was like, "Hey, how are you?" And he went to say my name, but he had no fucking clue who I am.
Right.
So
that's like the when you say stuff like that, they're like convinced they must have talked to you at some point.
Right, exactly. Like, yeah, what's his name?
They're not going to turn around and go, "Who the fuck are you?"
So Lawrence Taylor used to have a place on Route 17. LT's was the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, very famous for allowing underage ladies in for some reason.
Epstein stuff.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they like the cocaine. Who knows? But LT was always there and hanging out, talking to everybody inside and outside. He was a very friendly gentleman. And like you want to run into LT, it was easy to do back then.
Was he the same? What team did he play for?
Giants.
There was a Giants guy that owned a fucking car wash in Fairfield on Route 46. Was that him as well?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, because it was called Giant, which made me laugh that they were allowed to do it, but it was actually owned by one or
As
more.
long as they don't have the S, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where they draw the line.
Mm-hmm.
You can have one giant, not a bunch of them.
Right.
So you can't team up with any of your teammates and go in on a business with this name.
Oh, by the way, I watched 20 minutes of the Bruce Springsteen movie and fell asleep.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Was it that bad? I thought because I like the guy that's playing him in that movie.
Yeah, he's good. He was in the movie the fucking show where he was the chef.
Yeah, and also I know him from Shameless stuff from before that.
Yeah, I didn't watch the American Shameless.
I didn't watch.
He's good. He's a good actor in that chef show. He's fucking good. He was also the doctor in The Pit. Did you see The Pit?
No, I heard that was good though.
Yeah, The Pit was like a real hour by hour in an emergency room. And there's a new series, I think, coming of that back. That was fucking good because they didn't tone it down. Like when people came in with their legs cut off, they came in with their fucking legs cut off. You know what I mean? It wasn't like some fucking G-rated bullshit on ABC. But, yeah,
where did they show that? What's that on?
That's an awesome question.
Yeah. We can't ask you that. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting.
It might have been Paramount. Let me see.
You know what I mean, fucker.
I saw it on HBO Max.
Okay.
It says it's available on TNT.
Maybe.
Does TNT show some kind of unedited shit at night now? I guess maybe it does.
No, probably not.
Because a lot of these channels on cable now are after 9 o'clock. They're off. You know, the fun starts.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's after the family hours. They've always been able to do that.
Well, yeah, but there was a big court case that blew that whole thing up because they didn't show anything at night on any of those channels, and then somebody sued them or something happened, and then it came out that the FCC have no control over anything that comes down a cable rather than in the air.
Correct.
And then fucking Comedy Central was the first one. They started showing uncensored fucking Eddie Murphy Delirious at midnight.
Yep.
And now all the channels are like, well, if there's no control. It actually follows the British formula, which is you can say shit at 8 p.m. in England, and at 9 p.m. you can say fuck, and then probably 10 o'clock.
10:30.
Yeah, it goes like that. So,
or anytime Paul's on the TV set.
Yes.
When Paul's on the telly, you're allowed to yell that.
Yeah, exactly. At me. But yeah. So.
All right, I just want you to play from 20 seconds into that video, not the whole thing. I just want to have a little bit clip of that. Get some outro music. We'll call it a year, and we'll be back January 12th.
Is that the date we're doing this?
Yeah, we'll be back. That would give a couple of weeks to get some stuff uploaded and clipped and all the other fun shit.
Yeah, so 20 seconds in. You're looking for, huh?
The what? Yeah, 20 seconds in.
Are we doing audio?
Yeah. I only want to do 6-7 seconds.
Let's do a copyright strike. Here we go.
There you go.
The Virgin Mary herself would be proud to go in there and take a dump.
Sir, yes, sir!
Private Joker, do you believe in the Virgin Mary?
Sir, no, sir!
Paul, do you believe in the Virgin Mary?
I heard you correctly.
Sir, the private said no, sir, sir!
Is that enough?
Wait, hold on. No, you can play a little more.
Oh, you little maggot! You make me want to vomit! You goddamn communist heathen, you had best sound off that you love the Virgin Mary, or I'm gonna stomp your guts out. Now, you do love the Virgin Mary, don't you?
Sir, negative, sir!
Private Joker, are you trying to offend me?
Sir, negative, sir! Sir, the private...
Listen, I love this movie, and I just love this scene. I think it's very appropriate for.
I can't believe how fake that slap sound effect was.
Well, Matthew.
That was all filmed, by the way. That movie is all filmed in the docks in London.
Yep, I know.
Yeah, so good fucking movie.
I mean, how long ago did Kubrick move there for good? You know what I mean?
Yeah. The only thing about that movie, and it's not bad, is that it actually is 2 separate movies.
Depends on how you look at it. Some people say 3.
I don't know. I mean, you can definitely see two because
No, but
the whole training
it's
thing.
Vietnam
And then,
after Vietnam.
what's the
Before Vietnam, in Vietnam.
Okay.
But then you also have the people that's like, oh, it's just them hanging around and what's going on with them hanging in Vietnam. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, now the war's seen and we're going home.
Is Kubrick still alive? I don't think he is, right?
No, he's done. Yeah. He died during the post-production of Eyes Wide Shut.
I never watched that.
It's okay. I liked it. It wasn't great.
Is that the one where they're naked the whole time?
Not really, but yeah. That's what it's known for, but it's not.
You know what I just watched? Begonia. Did you see that?
No, what is that?
So Begonia is these two kids. One's like a follower and one's a big conspiracy theorist guy. And he decides that this woman that runs this huge corporation that owns, like Amazon basically, that she's an alien and she's controlling all the employees like the queen bee in a beehive.
That makes sense.
So they decide to kidnap her and then beat the shit out of her until she admits she's an alien.
And does she do it?
I don't want to spoil the end of it. But it was actually a good movie. It's horrific in a few places, but it's like an independent movie. It's got the dude that was in fucking... what the fuck was he in? He was in some HBO show called Love Hate that was actually pretty good. And a couple of other things. That was a good movie. I watched Begonia was a good movie.
Does it turn into an SVU episode?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna like it.
But no, there's no rape in it. But it's I know. It's yeah.
How dare you, sir?
I'm a minute into it. You will.
Are there any midgets?
No.
Little people?
No. There's a good shotgun blast to the head at one point. It's a suicide. But you'll decide 2 minutes into it what your opinion of what it's going to happen, and I guess right. There is a twist, but I'm not going to go any further.
All right.
It was good. I enjoyed that movie. I'm trying to think what else I've watched. I've watched a lot of fucking TV. What was that fucking movie? Oh, I've been watching The Mayor of Kingstown. Have you seen that on Paramount Plus?
I heard that was good.
Oh my God, it's such a good fucking show. Someone told me about it about 3 weeks ago.
I think that originally was on Stars or something before that.
Was it originally? Because it was on
Showtime. Advertised on cable.
It was on Showtime.
That was okay. Same thing.
But someone told me about it 2-3 weeks ago. Actually, at Thanksgiving, someone told me about it.
Right.
And I've watched 85 episodes now, and now I'm at the point where I have to wait till next week for the next episode, which sucks.
Wait, speaking of
the living shit out of it.
I want your opinion. The whole fucking Netflix Paramount thing, and Warner Brothers.
The guy from Oracle just guaranteed the $40 billion for Paramount to buy them today. Because basically they made a deal with Netflix. Paramount, they didn't think had the money, so they didn't talk to them. So now Paramount offered more money, and they're going to do a hostile takeover because they think, all the people that have shares are going to want more money. So why would they fucking let Netflix? So Garrett, what's his name? Ellison from fucking Oracle.
Yep.
Guaranteed the $40 billion or whatever it was.
That's good to have $40 billion to guarantee for somebody.
Right?
You got to spare $40 billion for just give me $1 billion.
Yeah.
Guarantee me that. We'll figure it out.
And I'm watching Landman, which is Paramount Plus as well. And
is that any good?
Billy, I enjoy it.
It has a good cast.
Yeah. Billy Bob Thornton is hilarious. Billy Bob Thornton is hilarious in that show. But it's like dark, ironic. It's not a comedy show, but some of his one-liners, you're like, this is fucking great. I'm watching Plurious on Apple TV. That's a good fucking show. If you're into like the conspiracy aliens take over the world kind of thing, but no, it's not stupid. It's done by the guy. It's the guy that did Breaking Bad did it, so that's good.
All right, that sounds interesting.
It's a good show. It's basically all of a sudden everybody gets linked together except for like 12 people in the world.
You were telling me about that last time. Yes,
good fucking show. It's really enjoyable, and it's not dumb. You watch it and you're like, this is going to get dumb at some point. Kind of like the ending of the. Did you see the movie with Demi Moore, where she was jumping in and out of herself? Fucking, what's it called?
Was it 15?
No, much newer than that.
Jane?
Was it called The Substance? Yes, The Substance, I think it was called.
I don't know that one.
She's an old model. She's a model from years ago. And she finds that if she injects this thing into her, she can come back to being the young person for 7 days? Certain amount of time. But if you didn't go back and switch back with it in time, you started to fall apart.
That makes sense.
And she's naked in 3/4 of the movie.
Wait, so how often could you go get this shot or whatever?
You go pick it up every. I think it's 7 days on, 7 days off, or something. And of course, what happens is you get greedy. So you're like, I'm going to do 10 days as the hot chick, and then I'm going to go back, and then shit goes. You get sick and things start falling off and shit. But that movie, up to the last 10 minutes, was actually pretty good, very good actually, I think. And then it got really stupid at the end.
Well, yeah, because of course they have to do fucking Hollywood morality and shit. So yeah.
No, it wasn't like that. It was just fucking. You're like, couldn't they have? It jumped the shark. They were showing her like, things going wrong with her body, but then towards the end, she was just a blob of gank walking around. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, it's stupid. But
all right, quick question. New Year's plan. What do you got going on?
Nothing. I got 2 weeks off work and I ain't doing shit. That's my plan. I have a show on Saturday in Edison, a private thing. And then my next gig is probably after our first show next time.
Yeah. All right. I'm just doing a little, not family get together, but some good friends. We're me and Tracy's friends, a couple other couples we know. We're all just getting together, hanging out. My son's party with his people down in Asbury, causing a ruckus. And I said, listen, do me one favor. You train or Uber, because that is a stupid night to drive as a young man.
Oh yeah, they're out looking for someone.
They're gonna be, even if you're sober, they're gonna try and pull you over. So just stop.
I remember one year they had a DUI check on Route 37 coming out of Seaside Heights.
Oh, they always do.
They were pulling people into this parking lot of some store, and they were talking to everybody.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Yeah,
they used to do it. I think it was right after the White Castle, or just before.
Oh no, this one was way further down.
Okay.
This one was by the Taco Bell.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember they used to stop either just before or just after they would have you in one of those lots back in the day.
Yeah. Like you said, you're a fucking idiot if you drink and drive that day. Or any day. Really.
That day, though?
That's the stupidest. If you're going to be a fucking drink and driving fucking idiot, then that's the fucking day not to.
Right.
But, yeah. So check out nofilterpool.com if you want to see my dates. If there's anything, it's all next year.
Yeah.
Anything, and then that's it.
I have to get some stuff buckled down for next year as well. And I will have stuff posted. Come January 12th, we will discuss this all.
Yes.
All right, Paul, you be good. Happy New Year. Good night, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. We're out.
Later.
Thanks again. Be good.